Mackenzie Knox and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be following along, watching a tutorial given by, this is a name I do not know how to pronounce, Drainitsin, Dranitsin, and he has, or they have, approximately 550,000 subscribers, which is nice for you, good for you. Oh, it looks like URArtStudio, perhaps. But anywho, the painting is called Blue Tree, Black and White Landscape, Easy Painting for Beginners, Abstract Acrylics. And so it looked really pretty. And essentially it has, it looks like trees in the background. Over here, some like bushes, some trees, and some more trees over here. With little moon here, with hazen skies, like there's like darkish skies with little clouds in them, and then over here there's this bright, brilliant blue tree. So this should be interesting. I started the tutorial just to see what colors I would need on my palette, to see what color blue that was, and unfortunately, it's a musical, so I'm just getting all of these musical ones, and I don't know why. I don't like them. I think they're nice to watch and cool to watch, but I would like to paint them, and not knowing the color specifically is very difficult. So, but anyways, I thought we'd give it a go, try to do a color matching thing that I can do, try the different brushes. They usually do different weird techniques too, like I can see he's using a spatula right from the start on 4 seconds, which is, I don't know if that's his palette or his canvas or what's going on, but we shall see. So let's start the video, and I'm working on a 9x12 size media paper. So let's see. Yes, it's a musical. So he's just putting 2 slabs of white. So get some titanium white. So titanium white. Oh, and then I don't know if that's blue or black. So let's go ahead and put some black on our palette. So I'm going to put some black down. Oh, and it looks like it's a blue color. But let's put the black down first. And then the blue color, I'm going to do True Navy for the blue. How they did it. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make sure the video is at 1080, and I'm gonna slow it down to, what's that, 75%? I'm gonna slow it down to 50%. Okay. And so I'm going to take my I'm going to use my flat brush, my angle brush. So let's see, that was just sitting on. So I'm going to use my angle brush. It's about a 1-inch angular brush. And what they're doing is they're taking I don't know, maybe a stippling brush. I can't really tell. But go ahead and wet your brush, dab it in some water, tap off the excess drips, grab some of that titanium white, and we're just going to come in from this side and kind of coat the canvas. Kind of give it a blocking layer for that blue, because looking at the reference photo I have on my computer, it looks like white and hazy in some areas and dark in the others, so we'll keep this the light and hazy. I'm just going to pause that for a second. So the white up here, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to do a blend of some sort. And then go ahead and get tap your brush in some water, tap off the extra drip, and then go ahead and grab that navy blue, and it looks like they're creating from here to almost, so let's see, like they're halfway down. Okay, so now they're just blotting it. So you can just do taps straight forward on the brush. I'm going to grab some white into my brush and wet it a little bit. I have not washed out my brush. You want that mixed look. And keep adding white to your brush as you go up. I think I know what they're doing. But start here. Oops, already moving on. Okay. Start down here. While it's still wet. And then wet your brush, tap out the excess, and then grab some white paint. And move up. And pull it over. Do the same thing over here. Wet your brush. Grab some white. Just gonna move that for a second so you paint that. Then let's see. I'm not sure what. I'm gonna grab, so tap your brush in some water, and don't tap off it. Oh, tap off the water on the rim of your bowl, and then grab some white paint, and then we're just gonna smudge some white up in here. And then I think I'm just going to hold this for a second so I can smudge this up here too. And there will be a moon, so, well, actually, I'm going to grab some blue and mix it up into here. So it looks hazy over here. Maybe a little more hazy down here. And there will be a moon right about here. So I'm just going to draw it right there. Actually, I don't think I can right now. I have too much paint on my brush. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then this line will actually come down to halfway point. So just keeping that in mind. I don't know if my painting staying up like that is a good thing or a bad thing, but it probably means it's drying to the paper behind it. Okay, so now, oh, oops, we are supposed to dabble on here, okay, and create a wavy. Then I think I need to wash my brush out. Okay, so now they're taking this big painter's brush, like a 2-inch brush, 3-inch brush, sort of thing, like this, and they're coming down the canvas like that. You can do that if you want. Maybe I'll give it a go with my 2-inch brush. So they're just pulling it down. That's interesting. Oops. That's probably why you're not supposed to do that on media paper. So make sure that's all I have to do. I don't know if any water is required. This looks a little darker in some areas. I'm going to lift that back up for you guys. Pin it. So honestly, it looks darker. Like over in this area. And over in this area. This might all be covered up too. here. Okay, so go ahead and wash out your brush. Okay, dry that off. And now we're gonna, oh, I don't know what they're doing. They're doing some weird camera stuff. Okay, so now they're drying in some brush with a stippling brush. But I found a stippling brush is sometimes difficult to use on this type of canvas. So perhaps I'll try my mop brush. Actually, I'm gonna use this brush because you can use this brush to create some foliage. So I'm gonna create foliage with this brush today. That seemed to work well. Alright, so I'm going to grab some, I'm going to take that black and mix it with my blue to create an in-between color. And then I'm going to start, you go down to the halfway mark, so don't go beyond the halfway mark. And it kind of goes like up. And then it just like comes down at a slope. I grab more color. It comes across. I'm going to have to come down farther actually. Okay, I'm going to make some more black with that blue. I don't know what it is, I just feel like I can't get a dark color on my palette, on my canvas. But we're going to continue anyway. Okay, and then over here it looks like it starts. Over here comes up. Comes down. Halfway mark. Another tree maybe right here. Then another tree over here. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. And then it's like the trees get smaller. Okay, so looks like there's one more tree over here. Then it goes around over here. Like that. Okay, so now we're going to add some white to our bushes. Actually, that's perfect. Looks great. Okay, so wash off your brush. And this I think we're going to use a different brush. I think we're going to use our filbert brush here. So grab your large filbert brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab some white on there. So I'm just going to use my thinner white. It tends to be easier to apply. Sometimes, hopefully. Snow caps. Okay, because it's just thinner, so we're just going to carefully apply. And that's the moon is actually, let's put in the moon. The moon is right here. So draw a little circle there so you know where your sunlight's coming in from. Then we're just going to cover these trees here, making sure your white stays white and crisp. This mine's pulling off black, so I gotta wash my brush off real quick. You can always just wipe it on a rag, but I've ruined so many rags already. Alright, pick up some more white paint. You can also dry your painting if you're having trouble transferring. So if you first wet your brush and pick up the paint, excuse me, and it doesn't come off, and go transfer to your canvas, the next option would be to dry your canvas. So I keep getting this muted gray color, which I'm not a fan of. I want it to be crisp and white, but it's not. So I'm going to dry my canvas off real quick and then continue from there. Okay, perfect. So now that we have that dried off, I'm I'm gonna get some more white. Let's try that again. Oh, much better. Get that Snow White effect. And it looks like over here. I'm going to put some black back into these trees over here. I'm not really liking how those look. Then I'm going to dry that real quick again. Okay, pick up some white. I'm going to try that again. I guess that'll do for now. It's a little heavy. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Okay, well, that's not the focus point anyway. Then on the ground, I want it done too. Oh, okay, so now they're putting 3 big blobs of white paint. So I need some titanium white. A lot of it, probably. Using only paint on one painting, checkers. Okay, using your same filbert brush. We're going to create, make sure it's wet, but wet your brush, especially if you have thicker body paint. I think we're about to create some, well, we're creating a water body, right? And then in the water body, we have to create the reflections, which you gotta make with, oh no, our navy. So grab that navy. What was it? Navy, black navy. And you're just gonna pull down. Dig out your brush a little bit. Streak it over. In proportion to the size of the trees, remember. Just gently. And I'm going to add white. Just some areas here. I just really want it to be smoother. Oh, they smooth it out too. So, yeah, it looks like really nice, beautiful, like glassy ice, smooth ice. Okay, so now this will be covered by the tree. So go ahead and wash your brush out. start on the tree. And first we're going to create the land line. So I'm going to use this filbert brush with the black. And they start with the tree, but I'm going to start with the land line. So it kind of comes down like this. And it creates this little area for the tree. Oh, make sure your brush is nice and wet. It's like a tree area where it comes out. And then it looks like the land goes back down. Almost 3/4 of the way over. Okay. And then we can wash our brush out right away. I'm using a zero liner brush apparently now that I'm using the brushes that they're using. That's funny. Okay, I'm going to use a number 2 filbert brush. Number 2 filbert. I'm tap it in water. I'm going to paste some black. And I'm going to start on the tree, which looks like they have coming up here. Like your normal tree trunk, and then they're going to have it split off in 2. Which then splits off here. There goes straight. And then this one comes over and up. And then over this way. Even one this way. The branch is this way. Okay, and then see the other branch. It's like an old tree. It's got thick roots. Make sure you get your brush nice and wet so that the paint just glides on the canvas. It's okay if it's not fully black or if the color's not transferring right. I'm going to grab some jet black actually. And I'm going to put my sugar paintbrush real quick. So I'm going to wash that out, put it aside. So I have just this angle brush. I don't know what size it is. And I'm just going to use that for the black down here. It works really good. It's just coverage. This ground is just black. You know, this tree, roots. So this paint's fighting me. I have to let it dry. Or dry it and then come back to it. Okay, that's about all I can do. Let me try to dry it real quick. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my angular brush, my number 2, black, and take some black on there. Actually get it wet first and then pick up the black paint. Then I'm ready to go at the tree. Yeah, that helped a lot. And try to recreate these lines. Not messing up too bad. So this is gonna have lots of character. So grab your phthalo blue. Okay, and we're gonna take some phthalo blue, pull a little bit of that out, and add some white to it. Oh, actually, I don't even think we need to add white to it. Well, we'll keep that. Wash out your brush. Just grab some straight phthalo blue, I think. Doing some strange shadows or highlights here. The thing is, the phthalo blue won't show up unless there's white, so maybe we have to take that white with it. Oh, we do this artsy stuff that. Oh yeah, so if you just put a little white in there, that'll pick up for that pigment. Okay, and then you just grab wet your brush, and then just grab white, and then just create some additional lines there. Oh, and I guess we're missing some bridges here, but I think they're all going to be hidden, so don't worry too much about them. But they're over here, and up and over here, and up over here, and here, and here. And essentially this is where our tree will be. So I think he's just telling himself where, like right here, there would be 2. And right here, it's just spread to 3. And then over here, it'll be 1, 2, and 3. And then maybe a little guy. Okay. Let's play. Pick up some more white too if you want. I really don't know what color that is. I'm really curious. It's a beautiful color. Okay, so let's clean off our brush. Then we're going to grab a stippling brush, if you have one handy. Hopefully it'll work this time. You know what, no, we're using our mop brush. So we start here. I don't think we're going to use this. Alright, stippling brush it is. I'm going to wet it. I know you're not supposed to, but I have to because I've got thick paint here. I need it thinned out. And then I don't know how high I should go. Low. wish they would stop zooming in and out. Okay, my tree is huge because it kept zooming. Dang it. You know what? That's fine. I like it. If it's going to be the center of attention, it is going to be the center. Big up there. And then let's add some darkness into this blue here. Okay, and now I'm going to add some white to that blue. And then, oh, that's all green and then white. Okay. Just in some areas. Just going to add some white. And he's adding a little grass. So we're going to get, using a fan brush, find a fan brush, and when you wet it, it splits off. So this one splits off like that. That's fantastic. Okay, and you're going to grab the blue, navy blue. We're just going to come up, do little flicks of grass all over. You can grab black, do some black too, especially if in their foreground. Oh, okay, then rinse out your brush real quick. So, they swapped it up on me. And these ones blue at the front. Maybe you can get them to show. Okay, and other than that, I think we're done. So I hope you enjoyed this YouTube tutorial. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. And I am pleased with how this came out. I think I need to take another look at it tomorrow though to really figure out if I like it or not. But out of a scale of 1 to 10 for hardness and difficulty, I'd probably give it around a 7. You need to know some of the technical aspects of it before you paint it, and also the zooming. I mean, it's beautifully shot with the cinematography, but as for painting it, it makes it very difficult to paint it. My tree is probably twice the size of his tree because it was zoomed in. I didn't realize when I was painting it, I zoomed in, or it was in a zoomed in frame, so that's the size of the tree I had set in my head, and that's the size of the tree that I painted out. So the tree, which is the focal point, I guess it really doesn't matter, is twice the size. But it can show you that even though it's not the same exact painting as you started off with or that you wanted, but you got a different result, but you could still like it. You might even like it better. So anyways, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye!